Hi everybody, today we're in Shanghai Putuo, here at Siruchuan, a traditional Shanghai restaurant that's been here for the last 40 years. They're famous for their signature cold noodles, their guotie, which is a type of fried dumpling, and of course, their meat-filled mooncakes. Come on, let's go, I'm excited to have a try. Okay, so we thought we had a little more time, but they brought the food out so fast we could barely set up our camera equipment at all. So here it is, they already brought us out the yuebian, which is the meat-filled mooncake, and the guotie, the fried dumpling. Fun fact, guotie in Chinese literally means pot stick, so if you've ever seen the term pot sticker to refer to a dumpling, it comes from this. Pot sticker and the term stir fry both come from the same source, a book written in 1945 called How to Cook and Eat in Chinese, written by Chinese-American Dr. Yang Buwei. She co-wrote it with her daughter and husband, really, because her English at the time wasn't great. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Let's start with the guotie.
Oh, look at me. Very juicy.
I need tissue. I need tissue. I need tissue. Another day, that I don't have to do dry cleaning. Oh, man, that's really juicy. Flavor is actually really nice, though. Got a nice crunch. It's got a nice crunchy aspect on the bottom, and on the inside, it's nice some pork, I would assume. Yeah, definitely pork. And see on the bottom, it's nice. It's got a nice golden brown on there, but it really goes down. Just got to be careful when you eat this because it's filled with soup. And I really hope I didn't burn this because it felt really kind of painful to have the hot liquid going right down your chin. So if you eat guotie, try not to do what I did there. Is it going to happen again? Let's find out. It's actually got a really nice meaty flavor. It's kind of like the love child of a dumpling and another type of Shanghai bun called a shengjianbao. If the flavor's mild, it's not like spicy or anything. Can't forget about our condiments. Firstly, it's going to be vinegar. This looks to be the traditional Shanghai style vinegar, which is a little different from the black vinegar that you're used to finding in different Chinese restaurants scattered around everywhere else. So let's have a taste with some of the guotie in this, shall we? Let's not try to drip anything now. Sadly, it all fell off. I got an idea. Put it inside the thingy. Just like my mother used to say, I'm full of piss and vinegar. Let's see what now that it's full of vinegar and hopefully not piss, it's gonna taste like. Hey guys, me in the future editing here. You probably don't want to sit through this, so we'll skip through it. Thanks. Compared to the black vinegar you're probably used to, this is a lot sweeter. It's a lot more mild. Goes down really smooth. The biggest flavor is sweet. By putting it inside the dumpling, you can avoid my most hated problem when dipping some type of dumplings in vinegar. As you dip more and more of them, you know how it works out. When you dip the dumpling in, you get more and more dumpling juice, less and less vinegar or hot chili oil. So by the end, you're just left with a pile of dumpling juice, and you have to start out over again. Luckily, I bypassed it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. So as we were filming, we got the wonton soup has now arrived. But it arrived, you can see how piping hot it is. I'm not sure if it shows on the camera, but that is going to be extremely filling as well. Let's see, let's get it in the shot for the big boy. There should be a spoon somewhere. We are in a spoon delay. So through the magic of editing, now we instantaneously have a small bowl to dip the guotie into some rice vinegar and a spoon for the wonton soup. Now, let's go into the wonton soup. I was really trying to be careful. It was really hot going in. So you obviously don't want to burn the roof of your mouth on this, but like any soup. But this flavor is much more mild, even compared to the guotie. And if I'm honest, I prefer the guotie personally. But this, like on a cold day, this is gonna be really nice to warm you up if you prefer something really mild, just something simple. And if you're sick and you just need something, that's gonna just kind of make you feel better and just not be too heavy on you, this wonton soup is gonna be perfect for that. On to our little finale, the mooncake, or yuebian in Chinese. Not doing chopsticks, just going for it. Not bad, but the meat doesn't really have it's a really mild flavor on the meat. I kind of wish it was a little more intense personally, like it had more, just was more seasoned, Could be with like say 5-star anise or like some like huajiao, but I think this personally needs to be a bit more seasoned because it's a little too mild for me. But have another bite, see if it gets better in the center. You know what I just realized it needs? Gotta put some leek or some scallions inside. Put it in hot oil, cover it up, kind of like when you're doing dumplings. I think that was the missing flavor that I was looking for. With that, I think it would be really good, but right now it's kind of mid at best. So yeah, I only got to give this a 5 out of 10. Of these, I'd have to say the real winner is the guotie. The guotie are really nice. They're really juicy. When you add it, it has a nice sweet. It's sweet, crunchy, but also flavorful. The dumplings just feel healthy. They're great when you're sick. Not the dumplings, the wontons. But the meat thing just it was kind of underwhelming, if I'm honest. And sadly, they did not have the cold noodle because it's not summer. Now, how could you have known that without coming in here? Ooh, looks like my belly sending me a message about these dumplings. If you travel to places like this, keep in mind that, especially in the older restaurants, they're going to do things a little bit more seasonally, and they're going to factor that in, because seasonality is going to affect menu items. Hey guys, I'm back home editing, and just looking back on when I was shooting, I just had some final thoughts on what I think of Shanghai food. And if I had to sum it up in one word, that word would be mild. If you were expecting a flavor party in your mouth, akin to Sichuan food with sweet, spicy, savory, all coming together for gloriousness inside of your body, think again. That's not the goal of Shanghai food. The goal of Shanghai food is small, light, well-presented eats that go down smooth, with a heavy emphasis on meat and carbs. In a way, it almost reminds me of Japanese food. And like Japanese food, it always leaves me wanting. I mean, if light, small eats are your thing, sure. But for me, I need something more substantive, and Shanghai food in that way just always feels lacking. For more content like this, do the thing and hit the button. Thanks.